Bet you didn't know, John Boyd. If you're out watching Top Gun this weekend, you need to get to know John Boyd, the real Top Gun. The guy who really understands the OODA loop and how to just do and don't think. OODA loop, John Boyd. Let's go figure it out.
Bet you didn't know, our talons are a work of geniusness. And yes, that is a word, geniusness. We're actually going to break this into two videos because there's so much to talk about in the Talon. So the first thing I want to talk about in the Talon is that this thing is made out of a solid piece of aluminum. We're milling it out of a solid piece of aluminum, and here is the foot cover that goes over it. Now, we've learned a number of things about this as we've learned about milling these. We increased the radius on here so that it would give it extra strength. We have tested these things to the ICC limits, which means not only do we have to meet what the Code Council says is a limit, because it's a glass part, we have to go 3 times that. So we're submitting this thing to 3 times what the limit is. These things are incredibly strong. Well, how do we get so much strength? Well, look at the bottom. You see these 2 little holes? Looks like nothing much to you, right? These holes are the stiffeners. So we are actually driving stainless steel pins like this into the bottom of a Talon. And they are pressed in, and they're pressed in so that they don't allow anything to contaminate them or contaminate the hole. And then there's a powder coat seal over them. And these guys are the magic sauce that allow us to not have to have a hole through the glass and have the stiffness that is required to meet that code requirement. It's really critical where we have placed these 2 positioning screws. And in the next video, we're going to really dive into those positioning screws. So let me talk about a couple of other things. This is a stainless steel plate. We're putting the stainless steel plate inside of the Talon, and that is what the screws are going to push against, because we couldn't have all of that stress going right against the glass. So we have to spread it out. And we spread it out by having the stainless steel plate be the spreader of the force. Here is a nice little form gasket. We're forming this in-house. By the way, every single part that I've described, we're making it here in-house. Even these threaded pieces, we'll talk more about in the next video. And this gasket, we are forming to put it down in there so there are no sharp edges and all the pressure is spread out around the Talon. This thing is a work of beauty and geniusness. And let's go sell them to our customers because they will love it, appreciate it, and find it very easy to use.